In this video, we will discuss the fall of the US dollar and Babylon itself. We also will discuss what it takes for us, the chosen people, to come back to Yahuah. This video is brought to you by Bellamy Transport. If you're in and around Dar es Salaam, think about giving us a call. Now back to the video. Shalom. Shalom, people. Shalom. How are you guys doing? Thank you for tuning into my channel, Ready for Africa with Notes. In today's video, I would like to talk about something that most people may be aware of, but I don't know if we understand the magnitude of the situation. And that is the fall of the American dollar. Yeah, the dollar's crashing. And I can say that from personal experience. When we first got here, we got a rate. As far as the exchange rate, it was 25.50. But I think we went yesterday to exchange some money, and the rate had dropped all the way down to 2,400. And what does that mean? That is a difference of 150 points. And whenever you're transferring money, you want the rate to be high, therefore you can get a higher yield on your money. However, on yesterday, when we went to transfer some money, the rate had dropped down to 2,400, and so that caused us to lose quite a bit of money, a significant amount of money. And a matter of fact, the rate had been dropping ever since we got here. And I believe when we got up on yesterday, we noticed that the rate was 24.30. But what we did not know is the rates change. Yesterday it changed. I don't know what time it normally changes. But yesterday the rate changed at 11. And so we got to the bank about 10:50. And instead of going into the bank to exchange money, we went and looked at a few stores. We saw the rate, 24.30. Okay, we're good. That's where it is. Our money is devaluing. So we went to a few stores. When we finally made it out to get to the bank, we asked the lady. The lady told us that the rate was 2,400. And so a lot of times you can ask, for a special rate, and they'll give you a little bit more. We asked for the special rate. She said that was the special rate, 2,400. And so with that happening, let's say if we would have went when we first got there, we would have gotten more money. I'm not going to say how much, but quite a bit more money if we would have went straight to the bank. But my point being is the dollar is crashing. And so what happens when the dollar crashes? You will have less buying power. And so we all know something is going to come to America. There's going to be a great crash of America. The Most High is not happy with America for what it has done to its children, us, black people, and what it's continuing to do to his children. And so there will be more. The Bible talks about the plagues. The plague, it says, Revelations 18:4, come out of her, my people. It says that ye may not be partakers of her plagues. And one of the plagues is famine, not having. And soon, and I don't know when, at this rate, you won't have if you're still there. That's why I encourage everyone to seek the Most High on how to flee Babylon. I did a video a few days ago, or maybe a week or so ago, about all the scriptures that tells us to flee Babylon, flee Babylon, flee Babylon, flee. Alas, come forth and flee from the land of the north, says Yahuah. The Most High has told us to flee Babylon. And like I am one that have never been outside of the U.S. and I'm here. Why am I here? Because the scriptures say, flee Babylon. And that's it. That's it. What does it say? And I'm not telling you to just get up and just go because anything I said. Search the scriptures. Look at them. What are they saying? Are they telling you to leave? Are they saying leave? Does flee Babylon mean flee? Does flee mean flee? Does leave mean leave? Does come forth mean come forth? We all know the answers to that. But the question is, will you do it? And this was not an overnight decision. This took months of preparation. I did not know how we were going to leave. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't see it. And I know a lot of people out there, they don't see, how they're going to leave. However, I started praying. I started fasting. My wife and I were praying and we were fasting. And the Most High opened up a way so that me and my family could flee Babylon. The way was already there. The funny part about it, we just didn't see it. And so that was it. That's what happened. And I wanted to, and I'm gonna quote a scripture off the top of my head. I may get it wrong, but I posted it. But I believe it's Joel 2:12. It tells us, to come back. It tells us that the way to come back to the Most High is with fasting and weeping. Fasting and weeping. Being sorry for what we did that caused us to go off into slavery. And fasting, denying ourselves. And so what I'm going to do in the future is I had done a Zoom study on fasting. And I will, it was an hour and a half study. And I'm going to post that. I'm going to post it in 3 different parts. I'm pretty sure you don't want to watch, an hour and a half of video, of anything. I won't want to take up your time like that. But it was an hour and a half study. An hour and a half study on fasting and what fasting truly is. I believe this is one of the keys to us being able to flee Babylon. Most High told us how to come back to Him. He says, rend your hearts and not your garments. And what is He saying? He's saying, I don't want an outward appearance, a showmanship of you coming back. I don't need you doing all these extra things. I just need you to be sorry for what you did and come back and deny yourself. And so this is what I believe a lot of people are missing. I hope this video finds you in peace. And if you have any questions, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. But also, comment in the comment box. Do you think Babylon is falling? Am I just making this up? Is the fall of the American dollar, is that significant to what you're doing? Are you even in America? Have you already made it out? These are things that we can discuss. And at the end of this, my wife, she did a poem on fasting as soon as I'm done with this. And so that's all I have. Shalom, people. Love y'all. And has a poem about fasting. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, go ahead.
Sometimes I when I'm fasting or praying or whatever, I do write. I just write what comes to my heart. I write it before Abba. Sometimes it's a prayer or poem. Sometimes I'm just jotting down thoughts. And this poem is called I Fast. I fast because I want to be near you. Abba Yahuah, I fast because I desperately want to hear you. I fast to grow. I fast to be enlightened and understand things that I just don't know. Fasting brings revelation. Fasting increases devotion and patience. I fast to overcome my flesh. I fast to do better than my best. Fasting brings temperance. Y'all, that's self-control. Only if I had known to fast, study, and be bold. Bold in spiritual warfare, calling out and rebuking strongholds. I fast, Yahuwah, because I know you hear me. I fast, Yahuwah, that you will draw near me. I fast for faith, strength, wisdom, truth, discernment, obedience, joy, and revelation. I fast against anger, anxiety, wrath, confusion, variances, discord, stumbling blocks, evil plans and plots of my enemies, and all evil principalities and imaginations meant to harm me. Oh, don't be alarmed when I say this. Fasting should be more than a once in a while undertaking. I fast to be free and overcome self. I fast so Hasatan can't win through destruction and death. I fast again so I can be free from whatever is ailing me, spiritually and naturally so. I fast again so I can be free. I fast so I can see the spiritual things I need to know to understand the next step, what to do and what not to do or say. I fast to slay demons day by day. I fast to get to the next level more and more to open that door. The door to more truth. Knock and it will be opened. Oh, Abba Yahuwah, I'm still hoping. Others will fast with me and individually to pass the test and realize with every fast, sooner or later, you will be blessed. Flesh may kick and scream when I fast, but I know from experience this too shall pass. It is said that experience is the best teacher. So with each fast, I strive to go spiritually deeper. Even if you don't see it, a change in the spiritual realm has resulted. Something will be different just because Abba Yahuwah I consulted. I fast because I desire more righteousness in my heart. Abba Yahuwah, I fast because I don't want your presence to depart. Abba, stay as I fast. Abba, stay as I pray. Stay and strengthen me to fight and overcome another day. I fast so demons can't have their way. My soul belongs to Abba Yahuwah. Alone I will continue to say. So I'll put fasting into practice while I'm in this way. Oh, Abba Yahuwah, I can't wait to see you in peace on that great day. All praises to the Most High.
All
All
praises.
praises to the Most High.
Oh, praise.
Oh, praises. That was beautiful, sister. That was so beautiful. And thank you so much for sharing that with
All
us. It really
praises to the
touched
Most
my
High.
heart. Thank you so much.
All praises to Abba. Shalom,
Praises to Abba
everybody.
Yahuwah.